Do you know what time it is? It's time to rock and roll.
Sounds good to me, Maestro. The history of rock and roll is a long and winding road, and the story never ends. Today we're going to look, listen, and learn about how rock and roll was born. Rock and roll was more than just a new musical genre. It was a whole new culture. A culture is a bunch of people who believe in the same things and value the same things and live in a similar way. So rock and roll music was connected to books, clothes, hairstyles, movies, art, cars, and even the way the kids danced. Now, by the late 1950s, electric guitars became the lead instrument. In fact, the single most important instrument of rock and roll is without question the electric guitar. Okay, guys, we've got time for one last fun fact. Do you know who had the biggest influence on early rock and roll? Who had the most hits? Who starred in the most movies and TV specials? Well, it was the King. Who's the king of rock and roll? Elvis Presley, my friends. Elvis Presley.
Go, cat, go, but don't you step on my blue suede shoe. You came along and moved me, honey. I changed my mind. This love is fine. For goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
Goodness gracious indeed. That's Jerry Lee Lewis. Listen to that voice. Janis Joplin was a woman who knew how to sing rock and roll. The Beatles were always experimenting and trying new ways to rock and roll.